Welcome back to Careful Boys, everybody. The land of very, very careful gentlemen.
Oh.
I think we take pride in being quite
Hopefully this
cautious
isn't
bunch.
some kind of hate symbol in the future.
No, fuck, dude.
No, it's like gripping a hamburger.
Yeah,
I thought it was grabbing by the balls.
Grab him by the balls?
Oh, see? He's already turned it into a hate thing, dude. We're gonna get canceled for that, dude.
Bart ruined it in 24 seconds.
No, I would say like right now it's grab the hamburger, but in 5 years it could evolve to grab him by the balls. You don't even know.
Still ruined.
True.
By the balls to this angle?
It's like 30 seconds and then we say balls.
Yeah, it's over.
Don't be throwing a we in there like that.
That's what we were representing. When we held up our hands, we were
proud of
representing
that
grabbing by the
record.
balls.
I'm included in this as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
Solidarity.
I have a question. I actually was wondering about this last time we were here, but I didn't get to ask you guys. But when you were single and a girl hit on you, how did you turn her down?
Oh,
Wait, that's really supposing a lot.
You were single?
oh, we get hit on all the time.
Yeah.
This assumes that we get hit on.
You guys remember which time? Okay, which time was I turning?
Yeah, like I got like 3 in my head.
Because it's kind of it's already a rare thing that guys are turning down a girl that's hitting on them. But like,
Well, no, what's going on really is that I didn't know that she was hitting on me until later. And by later, I mean like 5 to 10 years later.
Have more examples of being blind like
just
that
cloud outlets.
than actually being hit on like blatantly and then refusing.
Oh,
Ryan's also supposing that there's fucking pussy being thrown at him all the time.
Yeah, we're not dancing.
not me.
Like,
not
so when you
dancing.
guys go down Rodeo Drive every day, what are the stores you guys don't like? I'm like, what the fuck?
All of them.
When I was in high school, this chick pulls me, like we're in drama, and in drama club, dude, you fucking anything goes, basically. Like everyone's all over the place. It's a
Should've
big
did
auditorium.
drama, dude.
And so this chick pulls me into this dark room, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I walked out of there, and I was like, what was that about?
Green room or what is this?
He was mad, hands on his hips. What was that about?
What the hell was that about? What do you think she's trying to do?
There's no light in there.
That's never happened to any of you guys when you were single, that you realized a girl was kind of trying to hit on you in a way, not like a stranger on a sidewalk, but like someone, like a friend of yours liked you or something, and you weren't into it, and you tried to get out of it.
How forward was it? Because when it's clear and forward, then it's like
Forward enough for you to
say
realize
no.
what's going on.
I just ignored her.
Joe just says no.
I just say no means no.
Okay.
In junior high, there's this chick named Esther. Like she.
Call her out.
Call out Esther.
Shout out to Esther.
Yeah.
I figured.
By Esther
Last
Kim.
name Kim?
I don't even remember how we started talking on the phone like every day. And then
Every day?
she ended up telling me that like she would like dance around and, oh yeah, I have like a crush on this guy. I'm like, oh cool. And then we were just talking and it's like the clues it goes in the direction where you find out it's you, you know?
Yeah.
But then I still want her to hear that she says it. And I'm like, who is it? I'm like, I'm like, I don't know who this person is. Like, oh, the first name starts with the B, last name starts with the K.
I had that. That's my birthday.
I know a couple of people like that, but I want her to say it.
Burger King?
And then she finally like said it, like I like you. And then she hung up because I think she got
Mad at
like
you?
awkward or like whatever.
Oh, she got shy about it?
But then when I actually heard her say those words to me, since I didn't feel any way towards her, I was like, oh fuck. I also didn't know how to react. And then so I'm like, I think in my mind the only way I could deal with it is, okay, if I see her at school, I'm just gonna pretend I don't know her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to not know her.
Pretend I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
You were talking every day, and then you went to pretend I don't know her?
Jeez, man.
When she spoke to you, were you like just looking straight? Like, do you hear something?
No, I remember. So
Beautiful-minded her.
I was in band, right? I'm like playing drums, and then I remember she was like fucking on the fucking
Xylophone?
Xylophone. Look at me,
Full said the bells.
because we're in the back of the band, right? She's like looking at me, and I'm like.
She's like, I tried calling you, and you're like, oh, my family lost our landline.
As he picks up.
I think she was trying to give me those eyes, like. So you know, we did have a moment on the conversation. Like I gave you a big piece of information, like. Where do we go from here, you know? And I'm just like...
You don't think it was as simple as hey, are we still friends?
Or hey, you're missing your cue, idiot.
No, he's like, you're not on time. Look at the conductor.
I love that you just ignore her.
Wait, how did it just all of a sudden change for you? You just didn't feel it anymore?
I get it. It's awkward after that, right? That's awkward.
Yeah, I think like because you don't feel that way.
Were you just friends? Why would you talk so damn much?
I don't know. Maybe
enjoy
I was
conversation?
lonely.
You're talking to Bart though.
What?
You're a different breed.
How many girlfriends had you had before that moment?
None.
I think that's just like
That's
it's like a
true.
kid doing something
Yeah.
that's like are you dumb? But it's like no, you have to try it the first time to realize it's
She
wrong.
was friend zoned,
Yeah.
and she thought she was having an intimate moment, and you're just like, I really like the conversation. No, seriously, I'm not just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
That's why Bart is so literal. It's
Did like an asshole thing, but with an innocent intention. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And there's this one other chick that I like too.
Oh, here comes the asshole part. Though.
yeah. Okay.
We already know.
What do you mean?
No. Just keep on.
Wait, what? No, there's another chick I like, and then that's it. So I think.
Oh, your heart was with another girl that you weren't with
Oh.
I thought you were about to tell a different story.
Yeah, that's where I was at as well.
Because of the way that you presented it.
No. Well, the other
Chapter 2.
the other girl actually came onto me too, but I was so fucking dumb. I remember in history class, shout out to Miss Woolman.
That was Bart's burning, doxing all kinds of people, dude.
We're sitting in class, and I had a crush on her. And I remember in class, she was like, "You know what I like to do? She's like, I like to practice like making out with my hand, like this."
I remember that shit.
And I'm like,
Girls didn't do that.
that's
dude.
in my mind. I'm like, that's weird. And I think you're just too scared to admit that she's probably trying to like make advances, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe we should go to a fucking donut store after school or get a Coke.
Store? Was that a container store?
But I'm just like,
Or just practice making out somewhere else.
yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Go scam in the parking lot. Come on, dude.
for the
but
most
it's just
part,
so dumb,
a lot of
dude.
guys do dumb shit like that where they miss such a clear sign and they have the most insulting response.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking clear, dude.
I just brought back a memory where I was talking to this girl, and I wasn't sure if I liked her that much yet. We were just kind of like chatting a lot, and then she invites me to prom, and my first answer was, "Psh, that shit is expensive and lame." I was like, who goes to those things?
Jesus. She's like, my pussy was ready for you.
Basically. And then I was like, dude, this girl's lame. And I was like, oh, it's not even my school. That's your school. Why should I pay to go to your school? You know, and I was just like, this is so,
Great argument.
that's how fucking cheap I was, bro. And get this, she fucking clearly would have rode my dick, right? And I was like,
You're like, you fucking idiot. Why would I go to your stupid prom?
dude, so bad. Because I'm in high school, right?
Take your dick to prom.
I'm in high school. I've had a few hand jobs and a blow jobs, you know, and like
So you're seasoned.
I've had experience, right?
Experience, got it.
And I remember specifically thinking at this moment, man, girls are so fucking hard, dude. Like, why are they so like?
There you go.
Why are they so sexually like not liberated and shit? This girl comes over.
There's a problem with sexual liberation.
I used to have this massive fish tank. Remember my fucking big ass fish tank in my. That shit was the size of a coffin, right? So she knows I love fucking fish.
Coffin.
Dude, this shit was huge.
It's like
bro.
7-8 feet long.
I had the fucking Amazon jungle.
Fucking fish.
Yeah, she knew, right?
I have a bunch of fish. Of course I love fucking fish.
You're like second to Sam Woo as far as like
I'm like the 99 Ranch, bro, in the back. You know what I mean? Like,
all dirty and cloudy
so
picking up lobsters where the water's just gushing like crazy.
I'm basically a Chinese restaurant, all right? All right. And so she knows this, right? So she goes, oh, can I like drop something off? I got something for you. And I'm like, sick. All right, what is it? And then she goes, oh, it's a surprise. So she comes over and she brings over these like 4 or 5 bags of like different tropical fish.
Oh, damn.
Fucking cichlids, whatever. This girl must have spent like a couple $100, right? Yeah.
Knows you love fish, bro.
And then she dumped it on the fucking fish tank, and I was like, "Oh, that's tight, dude." And then like while she was like doing that, I was like,
Just watching her do
"Yeah."
this whole thing.
And and when she came into my room, I'm like, "Man, she got a cute little butt too." And I'm like, "Damn, man, why is she so hard to get, dude?"
Did she do that thing in that one Rob Schneider movie where she was wearing a white t-shirt? Let me put the fish in for you. And she dips her titties into the water.
Dipper?
And you're staring at her titties. She's so hard to get.
And then she basically just left, and I was like, "Damn, dude, Asian girls are so fucking uptight." She just brought over some fish. Like, you can't win my love like that. Like, dude, what the fuck?
That's so funny.
I think all of
That's a
our
great
problem is
example,
that none of us were bullied enough. Like you were allowed for some reason to have a lot of fish without anybody making fun of you.
Hey, get this, you know why? Today's video is brought to you by Tushy.
I used to get like the itchiest of buttholes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and my own solution was I would always, like when I'm in a public bathroom, I'd get a paper towel, I'd make it all wet, and I'd take it with me into the bathroom, and I wipe my ass. I mean, after I use a dry toilet paper, then I use a wet paper
So
towel.
that's kind of like your, like a baby napkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what bidets really were until I went to Japan. I'm like, oh, there's this thing that after if you poop in the morning and it cleans your butt, then you're not itchy the whole day. And I'm like, oh man, I wish we had one of these things. And it was so cool that Tushy Bidet sent us one.
Yeah.
And I love using it because it's so easy. You don't even need an electrician or a plumber to install it, and you could do it by yourself in under 8 minutes.
And it's freaking cool too because you also save money by buying way less toilet paper. Most of it is blasted away through the water and he just pats it dry. And I've been using it for over 5 years now. Tushy, thank you very much. You're very cool, very swag.
So we want all of our listeners to have clean bums just like us. Visit hellotushy.com/offtherecord to get 10% off plus free shipping right now. Tag us and at HelloTushy on social media so that we can celebrate your clean bum with you. That's hellotushy.com/offtherecord for 10% off.
Yeah, never got that.
They were illegal fish and I used to sell piranhas. And so I was the bad boy.
How old were you at this time?
Bad boy of fish.
How old were you?
16, 17. I mean, it was high school.
So was she just feeding your piranhas or like?
Well, I didn't have I had a different piranha tank that I sold piranhas from. But yeah.
My God.
Also the size of a coffin.
That's the whole. I think that's the whole thing about guys being hit on is they don't know what's happening and they say something freaking stupid, and then exactly that. Where right afterwards you're like, dude, girls are so complicated, man. But then she's looking at you like you're the opposite.
stupid.
Like you're just so fucking.
I
dumb.
came over to fucking give you a gift and suck the shit out of your dick. What is wrong with
But
you?
because they don't say it, it's like what Bart's saying.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
literal creatures, okay? Some of us are robots about it, but some of us, we just need to be told a lot more, like right over the head. Like, I like you.
I bet you we all have more examples of blowing off women that probably liked us
100%.
Yeah, really.
than we have of like just actually refusing girls.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that we have getting blown off by women that we like because I'm like arguable.
That's arguable.
We have more examples of blowing off women than getting blowed by women.
I think the part that sucks
that is
is
The transitive blow.
so in my junior high example, I liked another chick, right? So that kind of makes sense. But then when you like the chick and that chick is giving you reciprocation, but you're still too fucking dumb to see what's happening, that's the part that you're like, God damn, why was I so retarded?
So I bet you have a story about that situation.
No.
He told us that story yesterday in college.
Sounded like he has that story and he was leading up to it.
I'm just trying to bait Anthony into telling us his because he's got a million probably.
I'm a
know,
simp,
right?
man.
Sex
I don't have
hazard.
any good stories that are as piranha as Joe over here. You know, like I think even for me, like in high school, I was probably in terms of like my one of my longer term girlfriends in high school. She's awesome still, but I think I was kicking it with her every day for months. And just being like, nah, she's just a close friend for like months.
You were in denial that she liked you?
I don't even know. I think I'm just dumb. You know, guys are just dumb. It's
Yeah.
like if you fucking give the answer. I feel, even what Steve was saying, even if a girl's like, I like you, you still might be dumb about it. You might be like, I don't know what that means.
Does she like me though, or like?
Yeah, exactly. So I can only attribute it to just being dumb. And then like, and finally we went to go see one of the school plays or whatever together at like the Performing Arts Center. And then in the darkness, again, I totally think it's platonic for some reason. But then I remember in the darkness being like, just in between one of the acts, it's like, finally, we're just holding hands out of nowhere. And next thing you know, we start kissing. And in my mind, I'm still like, does she like me? As I'm like kissing her, I'm like, I don't get this. So
Yeah. Is it me or is it just a moment?
yeah, I really feel like we're just dumb. You know what I mean? Until it's like explicitly taught to you by experience.
Yeah.
Is that imposter syndrome?
We talked about it for 20 minutes yesterday, and Joe's like, I'm still not sure about this.
I don't think this is real.
I think I'm a dumb guy. I think guys are just fucking.
I think you also hear a lot of horror stories about guys getting their hearts broken, and if it hasn't happened to you yet, you're afraid that one day you'll be that guy. So you don't want to get your hopes up, even though it's dead obvious.
Dude, I was making out with a chick in a Steven Seagal movie.
Just stop right.
You know what?
Thank you. No, it was called Half Past Dead. It was like his last one that went to theaters.
That's dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like him and Ja Rule, or I think it was DMX, or
Oh yeah, yeah.
fucking hilarious.
It was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what was in it.
And so we were the only people in the theater, and so we were making out in the back of the theater, and I remember thinking the whole time, and like, by the way, Steven Seagal's like gutting people and shit. It's like a weird movie.
To be making out.
It's a weird movie to make out in, yeah.
It's very violent.
But I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, man,
A lot of murder.
I really hope she really likes me because I really like her. But it's like you're making out with her, bro. You're like laying on top of each other, making out with each other in an empty theater, and you're still questioning.
Yeah.
Guys don't get it for a long time.
Probably wasn't into it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't know. Because she could have just stopped talking to you too, out of nowhere. That happened, like in high school and shit, with friends.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did that to somebody, like my freshman year.
Horrifying.
This girl, she said, I was really good friends with her, and I really liked her. She was really cool. But I only saw her as a friend. And we hung out all the time, in like a group of friends. And she told me one day that she liked me, that she really liked me. I didn't know what to do. So then I completely stopped talking to her.
There you go.
Busted a Bart, huh?
And that right there, dude, that's what a lot of girls ask about. They go, why do guys do that?
Well, they're children, for one.
I felt bad that I didn't like her back.
Yeah.
And then that made me feel like,
Oh yeah, I felt
this
that
is
too.
weird, bro.
Like, you should like her back, or you don't want to let her down.
I kind of felt, I kind of felt like obligated to like her back, but I was like, but I don't like you. Like that.
Like you could be there at another point, like maybe you're not there yet, or you just didn't like her.
Nah, I just was like, this is weird now.
There's probably also like you guys never verbally actually admitted like, hey, I don't like you back. You never said that.
Yeah, and I go, oh, okay, and that's what I did. I was like, all right, and then I just felt like I needed
It's
to
too
leave.
hard to say.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like guys are like they can't say that, so instead it's like I'm just if I'm not around you or if I don't see you, I don't have to say those
Because
words.
if it's the truth, it'd be, I don't like you back because I saw you too many times with eye boogers. That'd be the truth. And that might hurt way more.
That's an exclusive for Bart. that's a Bart exclusive.
And if in that age you only knew what it's like to live with a woman,
yeah.
you were so young.
Whoa, Comics Unleashed, go easy.
Best
Now here's another inverse thing. So I'd basically be the evil version of you, where I don't know if this happened to any of you guys. I've heard a lot of girls ask why guys do this, and I was guilty of this many times. But have you ever kind of liked a girl, and then when she finally said she liked you, you became no longer interested?
yes.
That's a validation thing, though, right?
I mean,
I'm not exactly sure what it is.
It's the
I've
chase.
always known it was wrong.
You
Yes.
wanted the chase, and then once you got it, you're like, oh no, where did it go?
Yeah. You're more in love with the pursuit because of the exhilaration, and then once you get it, you're like, well then, what left is there?
The next stage is touching each other.
But like, you know where you,
Fair point. Fair
I
point.
don't know what it is.
I think there's also a fear of commitment.
Yeah,
it's not just like the chase and that glory and then just nothingness after. There's also a fear of like, oh shit, now what's everything about my life that's supposed to happen with that, you know?
Yeah, I think there's a point in like young dudes. I don't know. Hopefully this is gone, but like there's a point in your age when all the guys know who's trying to get who, and there's just that symbol of like accomplishment when, oh damn, you got her. But it's not really, nobody's giving accolades for, wow, your relationship is that great with this person. It's more like, dude, you got that girl.
It's like we're hunting.
That's dope. Yeah, you're hunting, and, you're showing catches, and it's like, that almost takes priority, and you get so good at just that, and then once it's time to like move on to the next chapter, it's like, oh, well, I kind of want to just do this again, because I'm so good at this.
Dude, girls do that too. I remember in high school, my friend, she was like, do you think it's wrong that I want a guy to like me when I don't even like him, but then I want my friends to think I'm cool, or like,
Oh yeah, it's like a status thing
like,
almost.
Yeah.
Girls do that too. Like,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I think
I thought she was a shady ass bitch. I was like,
Spoken like a true pimp.
you're gonna play with this dude's emotions, and they're gonna fucking commit to you emotionally, and then you're gonna break his heart.
Dude,
Like,
I like that she's like, I can tell anything to Joe the Fish Man. Like, who gives a shit about Joe the Fish Man? He's not gonna do anything.
He's always giving advice.
You shady ass bitch.
Being a real shady ass bitch.
Hey, watch me give this fool some fishes. I'll have it in the palm of my hand. The whole thing just, yeah. I think that's it's a thing that's it's unfortunate, but it's not wrong because it is kind of natural to want to be liked.
Yeah.
But then I think there's a point where you just kind of stack them up too deep.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to like say that it's right in any way, but I feel like human beings have to test their like emotional capacity through social experience like that, and it's like people are going to be in sometimes the victim and sometimes the perpetrator, whatever. You know what I mean? But at the end, it's like kids.
yeah.
It's like you're a kid, but with your heart. You know what I mean? So you just gotta do something until.
I also think that guys, I mean, like just kids in general, don't know themselves, right? So like, I've plenty of times convinced myself that I was completely in love and infatuated with someone, just to know that after we fucked or whatever, I'm just like, oh wait, that was just horny. And then, like, I think that happens a lot where you just commit and you say all these things and you're just like, you're not trying to play anybody. In the moment, you actually believe it. And you're really believing the shit that you're saying because you really think that you're going to be together forever. And then you do it and you can see clearly because it comes out of your system and you're like, you know what? I don't love her.
Yeah.
And I think that happens all the time.
I mean, the easiest way to understand it is if you sometimes when you're starving, you eat stuff you normally wouldn't choose.
Exactly.
And after you're done consuming that food, you go.
Hey, women are not McDonald's hamburgers, okay?
Dude, you're good at breaking up with chicks.
That's expert level, dude.
He's like, dude, I was fucking hungry. Sometimes you eat some shit you never wanted to eat.
And you're like, okay, we could break up. I get it. I understand.
relate,
It's the same situation.
You're just not healthy for me.
Tell your old man he was cool though.